In fact, a job interview is the most crucial part of job search and an important step in employee selection process. I had an opportunity to make it or break it in a practice interview under the Digital Jobs PH training by the Department of Information and Communications Technology in answering most commonly asked questions in job interviews. And this is how I answer.
I have scheduled this call to see if we are good fit to work together. How should I call you?
My name is Mark Anthony Ambrocio. I'm popularly known as Ambo.
So should I call you Ambo now?
Sure, ma'am.
Okay. Ambo, can you please tell me something about yourself?
Yeah. So, I would like to send my appreciation first. Thank you so much for reviewing my application. I am 22 years old. I am a graduating student from a university that has ranked a top choice of employers in general, the Polytechnic University of the Philippines. Taking up a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, awarded as a consistent President's Lister, maintaining a GPA of 1.46. Also, I am a graphic design specialist with 4 plus years of experience in the management of the complete design process, from conceptualization to delivery. Throughout my career, while I've studied, I've noticed that I've always been good in strategizing and managing social media channels, aside from being a graphic designer, a copywriter, and a general virtual assistant. For example, when I was working at a corporation, I designed marketing and promotion tactics, including curation and creation of engaging and snackable content that generated an estimate of 68.6% growth on total social media organic engagement, 47.1% growth on total social media shares, and 76% on total likes, tabulating plus 86.7 million potential audiences.
Wow, that's an impressive achievement for you.
Thank you.
And what are the things that you consider as your strengths as a person and as a professional?
I think one of my greatest strengths is as a problem solver. I
Mm.
have the ability to see a situation from different perspectives, and I can get my work done even in the face of difficult obstacles. I also feel that my communication skills are top notch. Aside from being a writer and a layout artist in campus journalism, I host different events, become a resource speakers in different intensive trainings here in the Philippines, rode with veteran journalists such as Bam Alegre, and an awarded extemporaneous speaker recently in an university-wide competition. Moreover, I worked as a lead graphic designer in the past, so I have that perspective of a leadership and managerial skills on what objectives needed to be solved and how to handle it properly in its commitments.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. And can you also tell me about your weaknesses and what do you do to overcome them?
Oh, talking about vulnerability. My worst flaw is that I sometimes focus too much on project intricacies and spend too much time examining the finer issues. I've been working hard to improve in this area daily by checking in with myself at regular intervals and allowing myself to refocus on broader picture. That way I can still assure quality without becoming so engrossed in the minutiae that my productivity suffers or the team's ability to achieve the deadline. For example, from a week to month design process, I am working in designing and conceptualizing visuals now in the span of 24-hour time, increasing the span of work productivity at 57%. I know it's not enough for now, but I'm getting it day by day, and I acknowledge this weakness through assessing myself to get better and be better.
And do you consider yourself a lifelong learner? What is your opinion about learning?
Lifelong learner. I define it as the continuous, voluntary, and self motivated pursuit of knowledge for my personal or professional objectives. To be a lifelong learner, I grow having a mentality and a natural curiosity about the world, like researching and discovering things by utilizing internet. In fact, I am a graduating student from my baccalaureate degree and recently finished our capstone project. Aside from that, I undergo digital jobs PH training under the Department of Information's information and communications technology. Now I am looking for a new job venture. I have always looked for new challenges, ideas, and experiences to push myself further.
That's very interesting, Ambo. And how long have you been a freelancer? What made you decide to become one?
You know, I have become a freelancer for more than 4 years to finance my studies. And in the surge of pandemic, my father has lost his work, and I need to stand up for my family and for my future. Aside from our financial needs, I believe and saw how much I am capable for being a freelancer as it suits me. It has opened many doors of opportunity for me. Freelancing allows me to also choose whether to work on short term or long term projects. The ability to branch out into different areas and lifelong learning rather than sticking in one field are huge assets that will help me and that will help keep my work exciting.
Mhm. Good, good. And how many clients do you have so far? What work have you done in the past? And what kind of work have you previously done for your clients?
I had 3 clients back then. I have designed marketing and promotion tactics. I spearheaded campaigns on social media platforms by strategic planning for execution of marketing strategies and community management and building its brand awareness through preliminary assessments such as trends and competitor analysis, and post assessments such as performance and metrics assessments. Ensured final graphics and layouts are visually appealing and on brand, which contributed to media engagement by 86%. And fourth, design, development, and implementation of the graphic layout and production communication materials for system projects while helping clients cut their costs by an average of 12%. Curating, complete, and implementing 27 system projects in 7 months.
Hmm. Again, awesome achievements on your part.
Thank
And what
you.
is your freelance service specialization? I know you have mentioned a lot. So, what do you consider as your niche, and why did you choose that niche?
Um, Currently, my area of specialization is graphic designing, video editing, and social media content creation and management.
Mm-hmm, understand. This project requires 40 hours of work per week. Will you be able to work for that length of time? And what's your usual schedule like? Can you work in the Pacific time zone? And will you be able to adjust to the 16-hour time difference?
Yes, I am actually available and can work a maximum of 40 hours per week for 6 to 8 hours each day. I am prepared to make timetable sacrifice in order to maintain continuous connection with my clients.
Good to know. Do you see yourself as a team player, or do you prefer working with a team, or do you prefer working alone?
My answer would be dependent on the task. When it comes to brainstorming, teams generate fantastic ideas with different input and may showcase people's skills. But I also prefer working on my job as an individual because, in many ways, the capacity to work alone is required for the team to flourish. Okay, my service fee range for this project requirement is $9 to $13 per hour.
We'll keep that noted and we will discuss
Thank
this
you.
further. Can you tell me about your long term goal as a freelancer?
I set my long term goals and make sure it is smart, specific, measurable, attainable, reliable, and time bound. And these are to be recognized in the industry as a well known individual in the business as a source of dependable, efficient, and high quality service that surpasses my clients' expectations. Also, to gain $20,000 extra in a year by acquiring new clients at the end of the year.
Wow, you have good plans for yourself. And what is the understanding? What is your understanding of the job requirements and description? Why do you think you will be perfect for this job?
According to the job requirements and description, I will be aiding with client acquisition and marketing related responsibilities. I could develop a social media materials and manage it across several channels.
Mhm. So you have read the description well. That's good. And how do you take negative feedback, Ambo?
I may not receive that negative feedback if it is ruthless. But if it is constructive, for example, from my past work experience, my client informed me that the new campaign did not connect well with their mission statement, and they were upset that I did not conduct research to determine what the mission statement was prior to working on the campaign. I apologized to the customer for the lapse and worked tirelessly to create a replacement campaign, which I delivered to them less than a week after their complaint at no extra cost. After that, my client is pleased and appreciated the campaign. I discovered that every criticism is typically a warning that something has to change, and that all criticism is only transitory. Everyone dislikes criticism, so there is always some tension, but I don't allow it impact my job or energy level any longer.
That's a good story. That's interesting. That's an interesting story,
Thank
and I think
you.
we should learn from that story. You, before we end this interview, do you have questions about the project or to me?
I do have, in your opinion, what is the single most important indicator of success in this role?
I guess because we have a vision, a goal to increase our sales, so that will be our our our, uh, our point of comparison if we have achieved the goal or not. So that will be our goal as a team, and you being a member of the team, you'll be contributing to the
Thank you. I'm looking forward to be working with your company.
do you have other questions? Do you have any other?
Maybe my second question, if I were hired for this role, what would you want me to achieve in my first 2 months?
First 2 months, because growth, sales growth is really continuous, right? Yeah. But at least we have 10%, 20% growth each month. That will at least we could show that there is improvement, right? As long as there is improvement, and we could work on it. And
I look
we
forward to
need
that.
also we also need consistent, consistent, excellent, value consistency, right?
Yes,
It's not
definitely.
so for
And I believe I'm capable to do that. Thank you so
yes,
much.
I also believe so. That's why I was impressed with your qualification, your resume. That's why I made it. If we will be to work with you.
Thank you so much.
Any other questions?
None for now.
Mhm. That's good. So don't have any more questions. We will consider all your qualifications, which is, as I told you, it's very impressive, and we'll let you know of our decision as soon as possible. We will be updating you within 2 days. Just give us around 2 days, and I will be updating.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
And that's how I answer practice interviews. We should expose our relevant experiences, skills, and personality to meet the job requirements. How about you? How will you answer those most commonly asked questions? I would like to hear in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get updated every time I upload a new video. So goodbye and see you around. This is Ambo Ambrocio. Goodbye.